On CBS 12 News at 6, Independence Day, yet another day marked by a mass shooting in our country. We'll tell you how celebrations of America's birthday turned into deadly chaos.
And some 4th of July celebrations in South Florida went very wrong. What happened to 3 West Palm Beach children?
And I'm tracking a couple showers to get us started on this Tuesday. We have a closer look at the rest of your day.
It's a new day. This is CBS 12 News This Morning.
Well, thank you for starting your Tuesday morning with us. I'm Matt Lincoln.
And I'm Jerry Hornstein. We hope you all had a fun and safe 4th of July. It is now July 5th. All the fireworks are over.
I hope
Man, I hope so. It's been a long weekend for many of us with dogs. Let's get back to meteorologist Lauren Oleski.
Lauren, babies.
Lauren, how was your weekend?
It was good.
A lot of baby time.
He doesn't sit still. And all I want to do is just like lay down, and I can't. And then even when I'm next to him, like laying or sitting, he wants to crawl up, and then he's like, no, I'll go over there, and then I'm gonna move over here.
Joys of motherhood.
For real, and some of my friends' babies, they're still like calm and they sit. Not my kid. My mom told me one day, she goes, I hope you get a taste of your own medicine, because I was nonstop. I never sat still either. I get it now. I get it. Let's take a look right now at radar. We've got winds coming in out of the east, a few downpours in West Boca right now. Look at all the rain and the storms that are out near the Bahamas. There's a little tropical wave right here. It's not going to turn into anything, don't worry. But there's 5 o'clock this afternoon. All of this moisture is moving northwest, so this is going to support heavy downpours outside for the day. Here's 8:40, more of that moisture content moving in, but drier air eventually starts to slide in towards the end of the week. That's going to drop the rain chance for us. So for today and tomorrow, we'll likely deal with some showers and storms out there. Brief heavy downpours too, but the rain chance slowly diminishes as we move towards the end of our week. Now, we're still going to see a shower or two. It's just likely not going to be as widespread or anything. Here's a look at 7:30 this morning. Got a few showers on shore. We'll see more of that rain developing, especially as we get more heating in the afternoon. Here's 3:40 later today. Likely dealing with a few inland thunderstorms. Matt, Terry.
Thank you, Lauren. Time right now, almost 6:03. You're looking at our roads across South Florida here. This is the drive from West Palm Beach to Port St. Lucie. You can see all that green there. It is looking really good. It'll take you just about 40 minutes, which is typical this time of morning. And we also want to take a live look from our traffic tracker this morning. It's on the northbound lanes of I-95 in the West Palm Beach area. You can see it's a smooth go of things.
All right, 6:03 now, and this morning, 2 of our country's greatest cities, Chicago and Philadelphia, waking up to tragedy after gunfire rings out during their 4th of July celebrations.
Yeah, this morning, communities left shattered as the shootings casted darkness on the July 4th festivities.
Yeah, right now, the search continues for a person who shot 2 officers last night at a fireworks show in downtown Philly. Just hours earlier, 6 people were killed and more than 24 hospitalized after a shooting at an Independence Day parade in Highland Park, just north of Chicago.
And police arrested a person of interest in that deadly shooting. You can see him right here. 22-year-old Robert Crimo III was taken into custody following a chase last night. Video captured panic at the parade as crowds just scrambled for safety. Police say Crimo fired a high-powered rifle from a rooftop just 10 minutes after the parade started. A person who was there tells us about the terrifying and chaotic scene.
I remember hearing shootings and going like, and then reloading and then again, and people screaming and running. It was just really traumatizing and scary.
We do know the suspect, Crimo, posted about mass shootings and public killings on his social media platforms. That's according to numerous profiles that appear to belong to him. They have been since taken down. The victims range in ages from 8 to 85.
And news of another mass shooting in our country, a scene too familiar for the parents who lost their kids in the Parkland school shooting. This morning, we're hearing about their outrage following that shooting in Highland Park. Fred Guttenberg, who lost his daughter Jamie in the Parkland school shooting, tweeted, on Independence Day, a uniquely American holiday, the most uniquely American thing happened today, a mass shooting. Manuel Oliver, whose son Joaquin died in the Parkland shooting, tweeted about gun violence. As long as innocent people continue getting shot and dying for no reason, you are not done prioritizing the urgency behind the issue. And Max Schachter, father of Alex, who was killed in his English class, said in part that he hopes families get swift justice, no trial. The 17 Parkland families have been waiting 4.5 years.
We're just over halfway through the year, and there have been already 313 mass shootings across our country. That's according to the Gun Violence Archive. A mass shooting is when 4 or more people are hit by bullets. The most recent mass shootings happened in a grocery store in Buffalo, New York, and at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas.
And now to that shooting at a fireworks show in Philadelphia. 2 officers were shot there last night. The shooting happened just minutes after the fireworks show started in downtown. Look at the pandemonium, people running here trying to find safety. Police say 1 officer's head was hit by a bullet. A second was shot in the shoulder. Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney had some strong words about gun violence in our country.
If I had the ability to take care of guns, I would. But the legislature won't let us. The U.S. Congress won't let us. The governor does the best that he can. Our attorney general does the best that he can. But this is a gun country. It's crazy. We're the most armed country in world history, and we're one of the least safest. So, you know, until Americans decide that they want to give up the guns and give up the opportunity to get guns, we're going to have this problem.
Both officers have been released from the hospital. Right now, no word on any arrests. In Orlando, a shooting scare sent people running during a fireworks display near downtown. Police say 12 people were hurt while running. While some people thought they had heard gunshots, police say there was no evidence of a shooting and no threat to the public.
We are following a developing story this morning. Police are investigating a double homicide in Delray Beach. Police say 2 people were shot and killed on Southeast 3rd Avenue. That's near the popular Atlantic Avenue Strip and the Delray Beach Children's Hospital. They say 1 person died at that location, the other taken to the hospital. Right now, police are still looking for a suspect.
6:07 this morning, West Palm Beach police say 3 kids in different parts of the city were injured by fireworks last night. Police say 2 teenagers blew their fingers off while setting off fireworks in 2 separate incidents. We know both lost at least 2 of their fingers. In another incident, police say a 9-year-old suffered from an eye injury from fireworks lit up from a neighbor. Police took these incidents to remind parents about how dangerous fireworks are.
When things go wrong with fireworks, they go very wrong very fast, faster than any 911 system can respond. And there's no such thing as safe and sane fireworks.
We know both teens who lost their fingers were taken to the hospital. Right now, we are working to get an update on their condition.
We've reached the end of a busy holiday season as we take a live look at Palm Beach International Airport as the sun starts to come up. Overall, our local airport saw very few troubles compared to other airports across the country. So TSA screened more than 9 million travelers since just Thursday. That's up about 15% from last year. And this is even with airlines flying a reduced summer schedule. Well, U.S. airports had a lot of delays. We're talking about 2,200 cancellations, 24,000 delays since Thursday. But that's an improvement from the Memorial Day and Juneteenth holidays, where there were a lot more of those delays and cancellations. So let's take a look at how things are looking here this morning. You can see Palm Beach International, Fort Lauderdale, Miami International, there are 0 cancellations. Miami International, though, having 24 delays this morning. At Palm Beach International, just 2.
All right, 6:08, more options emerging for Floridians that want an abortion. Next, how a local group is working to get women out of state and how Republicans are trying to block it from happening.
And people desperate to pay their bills are turning more and more to selling some of their most prized possessions. Coming up in 15 minutes, the heartbreaking choices for some Floridians just to make ends meet.
Before we head to break, let's take a live look. Lake Worth Beach, sun peeking out through the clouds here this morning on the day after America's birthday. We got more CBS 12 News this morning after this.